Utie oha extra punk no. Needs FM.
Well, it's a civic education, public policy advocacy. Civic education say omanya yewum sebe ye nyina ntumi wa ban mu. Sebe ye nyina so ntumi nyen kasa adwuma. But for example, sa COVID ya abai. Abai be na famu de. Say president betu ne numtuo ahyemra. Na wo nipa na wo man mu, when ni mra no so a na BBC a wo yeden ekoka se abai no enye na adwuma ye. So when Kwame Nkrumah set up the NCC, the National Commission for Civic Education, way back in the late 50s, it was internet NCC. Strictly speaking, it should be the most important institution in this country. But you have done it in Ninebutu because politicians know you say if we empower the people, now you see say because any tia na grone gunyasa. Inti ya mfa adena ma ema weni nti. Inti de bia wo da sumu. Inti eba na ya ma wo bakon na ya ma wo if anything yi bakon na ya ma wo we bakon a. Na munda nasi. Wadana ajenkwa. Abra oma wo ntite ne nkyerɛkyerɛ a. You can do it for yourself. And then civic education. So, like for example, this COVID thing, they say wear nose mask. So they only nose mask. Even before COVID, mommy, and they say even at NCC or Ghana, you see where your waterway, rock of fast sawdust. Gum. Dry season, oh. Now rainy season the bar. Thank you. Now it's only a foul. If we are, and I buy no way here, and I buy number, one by your way, and young two, a bit 20 hours. So, governments and politicians have been left hamstrung. You know, hamstring. It's a football. Exactly, because thank you. Citizens have created the problems, but now, what created problem? You know, what I teach about a bank on. Not buying a limp because also people vote. You can't move forcefully. And say and that is the biggest challenge. Yes, men fat baller and go gatemu. Odi so no tono. O share how share obi an share no. Na what wagum. Inso no koba na ekodu bebe na baller no wo achoko na. Ebe san ba share with them.
Nti eno ho nkyekere
Thank you. Ebe san the baller na ba. Baller na to go ma fese ko no. To come back to you. Obi kan na sem. No say and saying circle. We are to bottom also if you and now say you want more almost snatchy also here because Accra by plan formula. By plan. Obe be no kita briefcase or bow tie. The old briefcase ni mono onu kwa nim. Because osori anopa no when ya baby am fa de na nto. Nti o briefcase nto na circle. Uko him sa bag na na the coffee a. Wadom no. Because at the end of the coffee, no master, could be a. Who saw him crying ye? Not in circle, a crab by plan. So there's a lot of work to do in terms of
civic education.
Exactly. Public latrines away. And that alone, in fact, the last time I was in Geneva for a conference on some of these things, this issue of, in fact, the issue of public latrine is becoming a major human rights issue. And Chebia, there was a report, a WHO report, which ranked Ghana as the second in Africa, a ban on open defecation. Yeah. The first was Sudan. Na Ghana na second. Kwame Nkrumah Ghana. A ban say ye jay na abontin so ye second. A fair man. So what we need to do is that we just began, but by the grace of God, we are doing well. So we are reaching out to communities. Another one, and also any public policy advocacy. Thanks to the last parliament and the leadership of Right Honorable Aaron Nakokwe, almost passé private members bill. Into any executive, to introduce bill. And for us, as a public policy advocacy unit,
I think yesterday, Mahama Yarega also
It's one of the best things that happened in the last parliament. It's one of the best things, because now we can begin to hold our MPs accountable. We can begin to lobby for them to go and put in things that will change specific communities. Yeah, President and Secretary. Now, there are a lot of raging issues in terms of our public policy issues. There's one that I wrote an article about some 1.5 years ago. It has to do with even this retirement age. There's some category of people who do 60 years are buying it to be my contract 2 years. 2 years. That's a will top up. Now you have 5 years. And the argument, some of us having gone to do the research and realize that amendment to the Constitution, the 1992 Constitution, was done, and it was done, to be frank, in a bit of a myopic manner. It was too tunnel vision. It wasn't broad. It was to serve a certain interest at the time. But in public policy, you don't do it to serve parochial interests.
To serve the country.
Serve the national interest, and it must be long term. So now you find that, especially if I am the president, and Mami, you reach 60, now I say, okay. No one call. Now me, executive president, a 2-year contractor. You cease to be a public servant. You are now a politician. It's as simple as that. You cease to be a public servant. You are a politician because you are there at the behest of the politician. Thank you. Because we need to broaden the space. Because, for example, in the security services, for example, Bob no rank, only 60 years. Also, Swan Kukukanka, no Kofi. But when I could do the highest level of that institution, would they do 60 years? They say, what, Yama 2 years, then some 2 years, then some 1 year. Where is the equity? Where is the equity in that policy? Meanwhile, if you look the directive principle of state policy, even our constitution, our national anthem, everything is supposed to be riding on equity. Why can some people get it and some people cannot get it? If we want to all agree, say, the pension age is 65, let us do it so that we can all go to 65. Otherwise, if it is 60, go. Let somebody else come. Good. Now, we are working on it. Okay. But we have to also build consensus. That's where the advocacy comes in. So we will network with other people. And I'm sure in no time, we will be able to get this. So those are the things that are engaging Koko Anido, the Institute now. Because having worked with President Mills, as broad-minded as he was a transformational leader. Or by or the Insakaipa, a governance agenda. I was with him, his right-hand man. Yesu Christo wuko ye no. Anka Peter no mutedaya. Anka yenyina badam abonsam awiye nyina. So you hold on to his vision. And even if you want to look at the political divide, assuming you want to even look at it from political lens, there's Dankwa Institute. Is that not it? Yeah. There's Buzia Foundation. Okay. President Kufuor, another one train. Onokasa set up on the foundation while he's alive. Excellent. There are other things going on the right side of the divide. What's happening on the left side of the divide? CPP is virtually gone. President Rawlings is gone. He was in the process of going to release 2 books, as far as I'm concerned. Will the books come out? I don't know. What happens to the Rawlings legacy? So if there's the Mills Institute, because elsewhere, Mami, and then now me share CNN, George Bush ni, Obama ni, Clinton ni, beautiful. But there's the Clinton Foundation, there's the Obama Foundation, there's the Bush Foundation, there's the Carter Foundation. So Koko Anido, if out of my visionary thinking, exactly, that is the beauty of it.
Needs FM.